Now in this particular problem you have a distributive property problem where you're going to multiply a to the 1/2 times a to the 3/2 first, and you're going to get, since you have like bases, you're going to add the two exponents, add the 1/2 to the 3/2 right here, and then after you multiply that way you're going to of course distribute over this way the a to the 1/2 to the 2a to the 1/2, which is the same as normal. Just like as if you were multiplying x by 2x, you'd get 2x squared, and you added the 1 and the 1, so now you're going to get 2a to the 1/2 plus 1/2 here, which gives you the 2a to the 1. Okay, so you've got a to the 1/2 plus 3/2, which gives you 4/2, which is 2a to the 2nd, minus a to the 1/2 plus 1/2 is a to the 1. Now when you want to solve exponential equations, I'm going to put this reminder for you. Remember, when I multiply something by its reciprocal, I get 1. So when you think about this, remember this rule, because when you multiply something by its reciprocal, you get 1. We always want our exponents to be 1 when they look miserable, like this particular problem in number 48. You have some quantity raised to the negative 2/3. Well, you look at your exponent and you find the reciprocal of this exponent and you multiply it by that reciprocal. Now remember, if your exponent's negative, you're going to be multiplying it by a negative one like this. So what I did was I took the left side, I put the whole thing in brackets, and I raised both sides of the equation to the minus 3/2, because the reciprocal of minus 2/3 is minus 3/2. Don't forget, when you do this on the left side, you're going to also do it to the whatever's on the right side, so the 1/4 has to be raised to the minus 3/2. But you know how to do this now, because this is just, you're going to take, since it's going to be the reciprocal of 1/4, because it's a negative exponent, the 4 will come up to the numerator or be just 4 over 1, which is 4, raised to the 3rd power, and then taking the square root of it, which is why we have the square root of 4 cubed down here. What happens over here is when you take this quantity over here and raise it to these two reciprocal powers, they get multiplied when it's right next to the parenthesis like that. So when you multiply, just as I told you in the beginning, when you multiply something by its reciprocal, you get 1. So all we have here is just this mess to the 1st power, which is 3n minus 1 equals, and we have the square root of 4 cubed over here. Well, now we can simplify our radical on the right side. This is just 8. The 4 cubed is 4 times 4, which is 4 squared times 2 squared. So I can bring a 4 and a 2 out, multiply them together, and I get the 8. So you have 3n minus 1 equals 8. 3n equals 9 by adding 1 to both sides, and then divide both sides by 3, n equals 3.